If there's one word I could pick to describe ACES, I think it would honestly be like home, and just that feeling of home, and that the people in your home who support you, who love you through anything, and that's what ACES is to me.
ACES just helped my whole college career. If I didn't have them, I think I would be stuck in my first year, struggling through classes.
I would like to thank Ms. Gina. This last semester, she has done a wonderful job working with me hand by hand and helping me improve my public speaking skills. If it wasn't for her, I think that I wouldn't be standing here today with you guys.
My connection with ACES actually starts about 10 years ago. I was actually the first campus coordinator hired for the role. Super honored to be able to kind of welcome that first class here. I think that's why this event in particular is so special, because it's really the culminating kind of moment of this part of the pathway. And to be there from the very beginning has just been an honor.
Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Karen Callender Price, the founding and extremely proud director of Achieving Collegiate Excellence and Success, or as we all know it, ACES. It has been 10 years of success, and I am so excited to celebrate the graduating class of 2024! Woo! Congratulations, scholars. All of us, your family, your friends, your mentors, the coordinators, and the faculty, we are all so proud of you. We want to thank the scholars and their family members for allowing us, the program staff, to be a part of this journey. We are so happy to have been involved in your growth and just seeing you fulfill the dream of your college degree. And we just want you to know that we're really proud of you. I'm excited to welcome you to the celebration of your accomplishments. And I also wanted to share something really special with you. There is somebody who wanted to share some words of congratulations with you, and I'd like to draw everyone's attention to the screen for a moment.
Congratulations, ACES class of 2024. I'm First Lady Dawn Moore. On this special day, I am proud to join President Williams to celebrate your amazing accomplishments. The road has not been easy. I'm thinking of your hard work, your laughter, your tears, and your tenacity. But it has all been worth it to make it to this moment. Since day one, my husband and I have worked to make Maryland a place that serves people from all cultures and walks of life. Our message to the 6.3 million Marylanders who live and work in our great state is simple. You belong here, you matter, and you are seen. This is the same message ACES instills inside of every person who is served here, including each of you. You understand the connection between partnership and progress. You understand what it means to serve within your communities. You understand how your actions create a pathway for others to follow. On behalf of the state of Maryland, my husband, Governor Wes Moore, and the entire Moore-Miller administration, congratulations. Continue to elevate, continue to break barriers, continue to make us proud. Woo!
So now, I don't know about you, but I don't ever remember some first lady of a state congratulating me for graduating from college. So you guys already have a heads up. The governor already knows who y'all are. So isn't it amazing to be celebrated by the First Lady and the governor? We have another special guest who is here to celebrate all of you. Our illustrious president of Montgomery College, Dr. Jermaine Williams. Please welcome him to the podium.
Good afternoon. All right, well, a little bit better though. Good afternoon. All right, that's yes. Congratulations, graduates. what a fantastic day. I am absolutely thrilled to be celebrating this milestone in your lives. What an awesome, awesome accomplishment. Your talent and persistence brought you to this extraordinary day, and we're all here to celebrate you. This is a moment that deserves some reflection on the journey and some gratitude for those who have supported you. So let me touch first on a little bit of that gratitude. To the friends and relatives of these graduates, you are an essential part of this process. We all find support from others. So before we move a little farther, can we get a round of applause for the friends, the relatives, the supporters of our graduates? Thank you. And speaking of support, I know that some of our ACES students are supported by scholarships, and I'm not going to name all the donors, but I want to just illustrate that we have individuals who are supporting from different angles and helping to empower our incredible students and these graduates that you see here today. And to our donors, you are literally creating access and helping to advance completion and putting our students on a path towards post-completion success. So thank you to any and all of our donors who are here today. If we can give them a round of applause, please. And the reason for the season to our graduates. This should be a great moment of satisfaction for you. You should be taking, and I hope you are, great pride in achieving this significant milestone. You are now poised to step onto the next path in your journey. And I know for many of you that may be transferring, going into the world of work, or a combination of both. In fact, I was informed that about the 203 graduates in the cohort, about 123 are officially transferring so far. So let's give a round of applause for all those students. As of July 2023, more than 1,000 ACES students over 10 years had transferred from MC to a four-year institution. So clearly, there is something special about this program that inspires and supports talented students like yourselves, from the past to today and into the future. Another area of support from ACES and with ACES comes from two of our partners. And I just want to acknowledge Montgomery County Public Schools and the universities at Shady Grove right now. If we can give them a round of applause, our ACES partners. And I will end with a few quick sentiments. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, so don't worry. I'm wrapping it up. I know that you've done a lot of navigating through your MC experience, and without the guidance of a sibling, of a parent, of a friend, I know how challenging that can be as a first-generation college student. I want to uplift the diversity of our students, right? So many of whom are first generation, many of whom are parenting, right? The real world situations that you're going through, and you are still being triumphant. So please grasp onto that, because that means, among other things, that you have developed an ability to research and adapt, right? You are navigating through different situations, and you are propelling forward with just a level of energy that is amazing. And it means you can be a resource for others. So when you think about paying it forward, I hope that when you encounter someone who would benefit from your experiences, that you let them in and you help guide them as someone has probably helped to guide and mentor you. Because you can impact change, right? You are seen, as you just heard a few moments ago, you are creating change and you can impact change. And as I leave, and on that note of creating change and creating positive impact, I have the pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Craig Rice. You can give him a round of applause. He is a long-term advocate for inclusive communities. He is currently the Vice President of Community Engagement for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Greater Washington, D.C. He was a state delegate from 2007 to 2010. right? I know Mr. Rice well from his time also as a Montgomery County council member, where when I came into my role, he was chair of the Education and Culture Committee. He has dedicated so much time, so much passion, not only to this county and our state and the nation, but also to Montgomery College. I've seen it, I've felt it. He is a longtime supporter of the college and the ACES program. I consider him to be a central partner and a friend to this institution and to me. So without further ado, please put your hands together for Mr. Craig Rice.
Please give it up for your president. Please. Your president continues a lasting, long legacy of presidents who have committed to serving community, but more importantly, to serving you. And so, again, I just want you to recognize how lucky and fortunate you are to have great leaders who care about you. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty members, and most importantly, the remarkable graduates of the Montgomery College ACES program of 2024. Yes, it is an honor to stand before you on this momentous occasion. And as we gather to celebrate not only the achievements of you as graduates, but also the 10-year anniversary of the ACES program, you know, I'm filled with pride and gratitude for each and every one of you. And there's a reason why. It's not just because I love Montgomery College. It's not just because I went to Montgomery College and I'm a Montgomery College alumni. It is because a decade ago, when I was still on the Montgomery County Council and on the Education Committee, that's when an agreement was signed and funding was committed to establish the foundation of what would become the ACES program. I was there when it started. And in that year, the founding director was hired, marking the beginning of a journey that would impact the lives of countless individuals. And I can't tell you how valuable it is to see some of the folks who I know who have gone through the program and who have gone on to do some incredible things. In 2016, it was the first Montgomery College graduating class that emerged, with many alumni from that class that are present here today. And now in 2024, we witnessed the 8th graduating class from the Montgomery College program, a testament to the enduring success of the ACES program and also to the dedication of Montgomery College. Now, this collaboration was among the major institutions that Montgomery County has been instrumental in shaping the ACES program, and you heard from your president about universities at Shady Grove and Montgomery College, Montgomery County Public Schools. But I want to tell you that ACES extends far beyond its own boundaries, leaving a lasting legacy of innovation and excellence in its wake. Our ACES scholars have faced and overcome numerous challenges on their journey to graduation. I know many of you remember the disruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic to your own personal and academic struggles. But through that, you've exhibited resilience, determination, and perseverance. And despite facing that adversity, you've emerged stronger and more resilient, embodying the spirit of perseverance and dedication. So I want to say, remember, graduates, that life will present challenges. You always hear about that. Trust me, you'll hear it again and again. And I know that many of you have faced what you thought were insurmountable ones. But you also know that resilience, hope, determination, and a little well-placed help can often lead to remarkable achievements. And that help brings me to a story. I hope that if you haven't heard this story, you remember it, because it's called the story of the hugging tree. So once upon a time, on a cliff, overlooking a vast and mighty sea, there stood this very tiny tree. And the tree was all alone, with its roots clinging to the rocky soil. There were storms that thundered around it, and winter's cold winds threatened to break its fragile limbs. but the little tree held fast. It grew strength from the natural world, from the sun, the rain, and the wind that actually helped to shape its existence. And there was one more source of sustenance: the kindness and compassion of a young boy who visited that cliff where the tree was every day. The boy noticed the tree's struggle. He saw how it bent but never broke, how it weathered the fiercest storms. And so he began to hug the tree. Every morning, he wrapped his arms around its trunk, whispering words of encouragement. "Stay strong," the boy would say. "You're not alone." And the tree listened. It grew, slowly but surely. Its branches stretched towards the sky and its leaves rustled with gratitude. The boy's hugs became its lifeline, the warmth that kept it going. And as years passed, the little tree transformed. It became a shelter for birds, a refuge for weary travelers. Its roots dug deeper into the cliff, anchoring it against the elements. And all the while, the boy continued to hug it, even as he grew older. One day, the boy brought his own children to the cliff. They marveled at this now magnificent tree, the hugging tree. The boy explained its story and how it had survived against all odds. "You see," he told his children, "sometimes all it takes is a little kindness, a simple hug, a simple care to make sure that someone can endure." And so the tradition continued. Generations hugged the tree, passing on its resilience. The hugging tree stood as a testament to the human spirit, the ability to persevere, to find strength and connection, and to weather life's storms. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow on the sea, the tree whispered its gratitude to the boy one day that started it all. "Thank you," it murmured, "for teaching me how to hold on." You see, each of you may have faced innumerable challenges and surpassed them all because of your own will to succeed. You may have thought of giving up in the middle of stormy days, but your dreams were bigger than your problems. I want to say that again. Your dreams were bigger than your problems. But the key is that you weren't on that cliff alone. Your ACES coaches and faculty helped you to hold on. Your parents, guardians, friends, loved ones hugged you when you thought you might fall. If you have someone today who is with you, who helped you to not fall off that cliff, please face them now and give them their deserved hug. So I hope that I didn't cause any HR violations, but I hope that you hear my message today. And that is what is admirable about all of us in this room, is that we care about our fellow man and that we are resilient. You can recover from any mishaps. You stand up after tumbling into hardships, and it brings with you new life lessons learned. You stand up through challenges stronger than before. Why is that so? Because you see failures as your building blocks towards becoming a better version of yourself. I will tell you that all of us have had our share of struggles. I remember when I was young and in kindergarten, I first began to stutter. And it was something that followed me throughout elementary school, and I experienced bullying and tormenting because of it. Kids made fun and said that kid Craig doesn't know how to talk. But I listened to my huggers that were around me to help me overcome that challenge. And because of what they taught me, I actually ended up becoming a pretty decent speaker. In high school, I even joined the mock trial team and the It's Academic team, all things that I would have never been able to do with my stutter. And as I stand before you now, giving my 4th graduation speech, I can attest that I still use those same techniques to overcome my challenges. Well, what is my message? My message is you never stop learning and you never stop making yourself better. Pressure was oftentimes my greatest enemy, but it also played an important role in building me up. My mistakes were easily noticed, so I made sure that I didn't make them. I would even remember sometimes where I would spend the nights worrying about whether or not people would believe in me because I couldn't get the message out. I'm openly expressing something to you that I don't think I've ever shared in a public forum before, because I want you to realize that anything that happens to us in previous years, even the smallest things, have contributed to our own individual humanity. It ensures that we remain humble, understanding that the pathways for those around us are not always paved with gold. I want you to accept your flaws because they make you who you are as an individual. And if you do that, it ensures that our world and our future is bright because your accomplishments will be numerous. So today, as we celebrate our graduates and the success of the ACES program, I want to also acknowledge the unwavering support of the families, the faculty, the mentors who have stood by our graduates every step of the way. Your encouragement, your guidance, and your belief in their potential have been instrumental in their achievements. To the graduates of Montgomery College 2024 ACES program, as you embark on the next chapter of your lives, please remember the lessons you've learned, the challenges you've overcome, and the strengths that you've discovered as a result. You are the architects of your own future, equipped now with the knowledge, the skills, the resilience to navigate the opportunities and the challenges that lie ahead. And as we look to the future, let us continue to make sure that the values of excellence, collaboration, and community that have defined the ACES program continue. May the graduates of 2024 inspire and lead the way for future generations, always giving back, making sure that you understand that to whom much is given, much is expected. Embodying the spirit of determination, compassion, and success. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and here's to the next chapter of your journey. Thank you and congratulations.
So I've asked Mr. Rice to stay, and I've asked him to stay because he has spent the last 10 years, I met him 10 years ago as I came as the director of ACES, and I have been just amazed at the amount of advocacy and support this gentleman gives to young people. And so we'd like to thank you, and we'd like to say thank you for your advocacy. We just love the fact that you've always supported ACES and our students and the young people of Montgomery County. So at this time, I would like to bring up the ACES Network Alumni Network Committee, Mr. Jonell Malone, class of 2018 USG. Just let me say real quick, before you students leave here this evening, please hug your coordinator and thank them.
How's everyone doing today? You guys doing well? Wonderful, wonderful. So on behalf of the ACES Alumni Leadership Committee, it is our honor to congratulate you and welcome as members of the ACES Alumni Network class of 2024. A round of applause real quick. Come on, guys. That's big. We all share a common bond that connects us all. We all made a decision that is part of the ACES program, a decision that has provided us with mentorship, resources, financial support, and awareness to many career possibilities available to us in our career. As ACES scholars, we have had the support of your ACES family. And we talked about that a little bit tonight. It helps us to navigate the challenging college process that has just plagued us a little bit sometimes. I know for myself, when I was at Blair, I didn't know how I was going to go to college. But one thing I knew was my counselor was there to help me through that process. Now, as an ACES alumni, the ACES network will support you to navigate the world beyond Montgomery College. The ACES Alumni Network is a community of alumni like yourselves dedicated to supporting professional and educational development as you progress in your journey. We want to walk forward with you, acknowledging our bond as being a member of the ACES family always. As you move on to your next chapter as alumni, we ask that you come back and continue to pave the way and support our future ACES scholars by sharing your experiences, your knowledge, and advice. Your contributions play a key role in success in the future of the ACES program and the ACES Alumni Network. As we celebrate today, let's just remember that greatness in our community is accelerated and measured by the compassionate actions of our members. With this spirit in mind, we invite you to stay with us. Following today's festivities, we have a survey that will be sent to you to gather more information so we can get some feedback in terms of how we can improve. Your participation will be greatly appreciated to strive and to also strengthen our community as we grow. Once again, congratulations and welcome to the ACES Network, Class of 2024. Now I would like to honor and bring up and invite Rifa, our co-chair, to the podium to assist in the official pinning ceremony, a moment that will make you officially an ACES alumni.
Thank you, Janelle. I would now like to invite all of our 2024 ACES graduates to the stage to officially start the induction ceremony. Please bring the pins in your bag as well as the stoles, and be prepared to take some photos up on the stage. Thank you.